It's your boy Turbo Lag Enthusiast on Instagram, or your favorite voice actor. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! I look pretty good in here, I will say. Now before we start, here is the key fob for our Sentra. And these key fobs have been in use for at least 10 years. They need to be updated, but it's very lightweight, which it doesn't feel heavy in your pocket. However, you will forget that it's in your pocket sometimes, and you might lose it or wash it, which is good and bad depending on who you are. But as an Infinity owner, it's the same as that key basically. Nothing major at all. But let's get back to it. A couple days ago, Nissan unveiled the 400Z. A well-needed update to the decade-old body platform for the 370Z. Now, that car has received many mixed feelings, including myself. I love the rear, but not the front, but that's not the subject today. The subject is for people that are starting their lives a little early. Maybe you're in college, maybe you have a kid on the way, and you need to trade in that coupe, just for something momentarily. Now, what I have behind me, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nissan Sentra 2019 SV. Now, when this was released in the 2018 calendar year, the MSRP was a little under $19,300. Now, for that type of money, you're facing competitors like the Toyota Corolla, some older Camrys, Honda Civics, and some older or base model Honda Accords. So the question we are here to find out is this car worth buying for that price? I know it's 2 years later. Is it worth buying it on the used market? Well, it is your boy Ray, I also go by Turbo, and here we are for Turbo Lag Enthusiasts. So instead of starting with the exterior, let's start off and see what goodies we have inside the Nissan. So as soon as you step inside and you look around, you're sitting on cloth seats, which I know are not ideal for some people, but this is not a luxury vehicle. This is nice. There's no heating, no ventilating seats, but in the winter, your butt's gonna be just fine. In the summertime, your butt's gonna be just fine as well. Once you're done, enjoying the seats, they're a little comfortable, but like I stated before, there's no heating, no ventilating, and they're not leather. So, I mean, it's totally up to you. This is not a luxury vehicle. I would not be worried about that. Now, as you see right here, we have our entertainment center, which is touchscreen. Not much lag, just a little bit, but nothing that we're all not used to at some point. And we have the brightness, which if you hold it down, it shuts the screen off all the way. Hold it again, and it comes right back on. Now, this is where the lag might apply. As you see, I am pressing the button, and it's just not turning on. Oh, wow, finally, it turns on. Now, a little gripe with the volume. At least I have the numbers right there. But I'm not a big fan of the bars. I think the bars for me are too small. Then again, this whole screen is a little too small. This car's small, so it makes sense. However, one goodie we do have, we still have AC controls that are not a part of the screen. So if my passenger that's beside me, if they are too hot, too cold, they can play with this while I play with this and change the music just in case I do not like it. Now I'm on the menu screen. We have our phone, audio, basic stuff. It came with Sirius XM, but at this point, if you want to use it, you'll most likely have to pay a monthly fee. And we have basic info about the car, basic settings, good stuff. Now, this screen can be controlled with this button on the steering wheel as well. And speaking of the steering wheel and screens, we have this nice button right here. Now, what I do like with Nissan and Infiniti of this generation especially, I love that they have the car on this screen. For example, if I open the door, it tells me. I can always change that. I need to put some tire pressure in here. I'm running just a little low. driver's assistance, which, you know, clock, meter settings, vehicle settings, maintenance, all the normal things you would expect out of a, you know, 21st century car at this point. Now, I like the analog gauge. And it just, honestly, you know, I will save that for when we drive. I will definitely save that for when we drive. This car gets 29 in the city, 37 in the highway. It's an inline four, which, you know, if we pop the hood, we can definitely see what we're working with in the Nissan Sentra. So first, this is a compact car. So if you are looking to buy a vehicle and you're about my height, which is 6'3", maybe 6'4", 6'5", I had to push the seat all the way back. But with that, it was a little comfortable. But would I take it on a 3 to 4 hour drive? I probably would not recommend it, but you know, everybody's different. Everybody has different body shapes and body lengths. I have more leg than body, so my knees are just gonna hurt a little more compared to someone who might be my height, of course. But as you can see, we have the Nissan steering wheel. We have a couple buttons right here. This controls the media, just basic stuff that you see on vehicles in 2019 and up at this point. I guess we all want to see me struggle to get back here. As I stated, I push the seat all the way back. Let's see how much leg room we're working with. Now, I will say, for a compact vehicle, I think I could survive in this position at least for at least maybe an hour. Well, at most an hour, my apologies. Now, I have a lot of headroom, which I am surprised. So earlier I stated if you have a growing family, you would probably get a car like this for the beginning stages. And I can see 2 car seats fitting back here. I have no complaints about sitting back here. Wow, this is great. And for a POV view of my legs, I said the seat is all the way back, but yes, I have a lot of leg room and I'm 6'3". Now back here though, there is a USB cord, which is great. Especially when you have kids with their tablets and their tablets are dying. Just plug it up right there. You don't have to worry about the extra aux in the front or the aux that's inside the armrest. Now, the cup holders, let's see what we're working with here, cup holder wise. Right here, pretty good in size. You know, the back seats are the same quality as well. Nice and comfortable, not too hot, not too cold. In the middle is a little bump. So if you're a middle passenger, I would not recommend sitting in the middle. That's all I will say. And the stitching is okay. You know, for a $19,000 vehicle, that's not luxury. You know, what do you expect? What do you want? The handle's nice and firm. Overall, sitting back here will not be too bad at all. Not be too bad at all. Trunk space. The trunk space, it looks pretty feasible. Now, myself, I drive an Infiniti Q50, and my trunk space, at least for that segment, is a little smaller than what I would like. But this vehicle looks like it could probably hold maybe 2 or even 3 giant suitcases for when you want to go to Florida in the summertime. But as of today, summer's about to end, so at this point, you would probably put your winter things in here, like jackets, your skiing things if you live in the north. But overall, this car has some pretty good room for its size. Now, these lights, there's really nothing special about them. They're not LEDs. They're not anything that you would rave over. So I'm not going to spend too much time on these lights. Like I stated, it's a Nissan SV, practically a base. Now we have one 16x6 with all-season tires. So with this front-wheel drive makeup, if you live in the north, this is a vehicle that you can use all season. You know, unfortunately, compared to the 400Z that's coming out, it's rear-wheel drive only. Unless you're an experienced driver, you basically have to put it up in the fall and winter time. And I popped the hood already so we can see the goodies inside. Then we have an inline four, double overhead cam, which produces 124 horsepower, 125 pound-feet of torque, which I know that's not impressive numbers, but you have to remember, we did not get this car to be fast. We got this car because it's nice and cheap, it's a little spacious, and it's great on gas mileage. Now, if we're talking about gas, it's 29 in the city, 37 in the highway. And with the eco mode, you probably could achieve even better numbers on the highway. And this engine is not look complicated at all. Now, for a lot of enthusiasts, the only down part is that CVT if you get an automatic transmission. Not the funnest thing, but we're not going to talk about it from a bias standpoint. And I love Nissan's exterior design. I love the headlights. Those are LED. I love the Nissan symbol. Like, the modern Nissans, including the Maximas, the Ultimas. Not a big fan of the Rogues, but I do like that they have their own cue. Like, if you badge them, you can tell it's a Nissan still. And now, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and take this car for a drive. Unfortunately, for the driving portion, one of our recording equipment broke, so we just have to make do of it. And I apologize, I'm just gonna hold this phone, but here is our driving impression as we leave our parking lot. And I will say, the car, it doesn't ride that good, unfortunately. I mean, what do you expect? It's a Nissan, especially a Sentra. So we're gonna make our way out the parking lot, hit some twists and turns, and then we're gonna gun it and see what we can do. Like I said, for this car, you don't buy it for the 0 to 60. You don't buy it for the drag strip. You don't buy it from the racetrack. Buy it because you have to. That being said, does not look too much into performance, and let's just look at the drive. Now, the CVT, I do not like. No, I'm not a big fan. I do need to drive Honda CVT, Toyota CVT, to give you a better insight of what I prefer. But I'm not a CVT man, unfortunately, and just, no. But for a person that buys this car, they're not gonna care about that. Let's make our left turn. Now, the car weighs a little under 2,900. It's small, it's nice and compact. Is it heavy? No, but there's no stiff suspension, nothing like that, so it still feels heavy in my opinion. I'm about to make our way to a roundabout. Then we're gonna take this here. Alrighty. So yeah, as you can see, we have the menus and everything. Everything's going nice and smooth. Now, I have owned one compact car in my life, and that is a Dodge Neon, a 2004 specifically. That car to me has some nice handling. Mind you, I was 19 though. I didn't know much about cars at that point. But comparing it to this, if I'm not mistaken, that car maybe weighed 100 pounds less, and that had 132 horsepower. But it's just, the compact car segment is funny. There's no right or wrong, basically. You're getting what you're getting. In the future, I do want to review Sentra Nismo or SR of this generation. I would love to review a mid-2000s SR as well. But as you can see, they're building apartments over there. Nice stroll. And there were speed bumps that I took to start the video. And those speed bumps, I heard a louder rattling from the undercarriage. So that is one concern I will have. If you're looking for a quiet ride, this might not be the vehicle for you, unfortunately. This, you know, you can always quiet it, but this car is just, you can see how let's see how the door opens and closes. Yeah, you know, the car, it is structured. It's not gonna fall apart on you. Now here's where the magic happens. Way to the roundabout, do a right turn signal. All right, we are gonna hear the CVT go. All right, let's go. Oh yes, we pushing it, babies. Yes, 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 yes. All righty, so 0 to 60 took us a good little minute. I'm not gonna rate that in seconds. But I've seen a lot of people push these things, push it to its max, and they have a lot of fun. And I did have fun doing that, I will say that. Okay, we're gonna make our way to the nearest exit, then we're gonna turn around and do the same exact thing. Now, I look pretty good in here, I will say. Because it's nice and small. I don't have to worry about, a lot of passengers being in here. Even though, like I demonstrated, they can fit in here, no issue. Now we're gonna make our way to this corner over here. I'm about to get right back off again. Alright, I got the windows down this time so we can see how she sounds with the windows down. And up, no, let's put them up. Alright, here we go. Push it. Believe it or not, I am pushing. I'm pushing, but I can't push too hard because I got these cars in front of me. But that's the name of the game. That is the name of the game. There's birds right here. I have enough room now thanks to the charger moving. Alright. Oh, CVT. The transmission is a little sluggish. It feels like I'm really forcing it. But honestly, I truly am not. So we're gonna make our way back to the location and wrap up this review. Nissan Sentra. Would I buy this car right now in my life? Probably not. I really have no need for it. I mean, it's nice and small, nice and compact. Save a lot on gas, especially since it's a 4-cylinder, non-turbo, and it's 87 unleaded, so you don't have to worry about clicking that shredded 93. But the 93 does treat you good though, most of those other vehicles. But it's naturally aspirated, which is good and bad in this case. It barely has any power in this case because it's naturally aspirated. It needs a turbo. But then with turbos, you gotta worry about those braking and all that stuff. And with this vehicle, it's not worth the hassle to go through all that. 124 horsepower is plenty enough with this size for a lot of people who do not really care about specs. Now, one major flaw is the CVT. The CVT is just sluggish. The acceleration, I'm not gonna say it felt scary at times, but it felt as if it was just gonna pop at any moment. And it's not a good feeling. But also Nissan's been known for the past couple of years, especially with the Ultimate Jacket. Those CVTs are not that good. Now, if this car was given to me, I would drive it no problem, no hesitation. Now, to get my credit up, I would not buy a new. Or buy a little used. I mean, maybe we could shoot for about 14,000. But that would have to be barely touched at that point. These things appreciate faster than the Honda and Toyota counterparts. And the reliability is one of the reasons why. Sentra is not an exciting nameplate. And the engineering is not really impressive either. But when you get this vehicle, is that what you're looking for? Or you're just looking for an A to B car? Now, if you have stuck out this far, thank you for listening and watching. You can subscribe to us and like and comment on videos. It is your boy Ray, aka Turbo, and we'll see you on our next video. So I see you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations and thank you for watching and supporting me. Now, in regards to the support, it's been almost 2 years since we last posted on this channel. Now, in between that time, that first video has garnished almost 1.2 thousand views. And I'm still getting subscribers as we speak. So thank you guys. And it shows me that, hey, I belong in this market. I belong in this scene. So I am coming back. Now I will say, in between the time that I last posted that video and this video, I've stepped up my college classes. I'm taking a lot. I'm trying to graduate by July and then transfer. But also, financially, I'm not in the same spot that I was when I first posted that Honda video. I'm still coming back. But I realized for the major I'm going to go into is going to be regarding video production, radio production, and even TV production. So it showed me, hey, let's get back to it. Let's do these car reviews. I love y'all, and you guys love me. Now, I will try to post at least one video a week, but I'm a full-time college student as we speak. So sometimes it's going to be a little hard to, get the rentals, but I'm going to still try to make it happen. Now, I will say I'm going to post a video within the next 1 or 2 weeks regarding my car itself. It's been very interesting. And also in the description, I will have my other channel. Well, it's not really car related. It's mainly, commentary related and it's going to describe the situation that led up to what happened to my car. But once again, thank you for still viewing the other video. 1.2, thousand views. Also, almost 15 subscribers, which I never thought was going to even hit double-digit subscribers. So thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing this video. I still find it cringy at times. But if you guys love it, then I love it. Turbo lag out, and I'll see you soon.